Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. This is the first time I've done anything like this with putting stuff online like this. I've got a few bits on Instagram but nothing particularly major. Friends of mine suggested I do a YouTube channel because the kind of stuff I get up to, it's all amateur stuff. I'll show you the project. Spin us around, Mark1 Escort. I'll show some better pictures of that in just a second. Purpose of putting this on YouTube really is just to share some knowledge, and as I said, I'm an amateur. It's just very much a hobby for me. Some of the stuff I do you probably think that's alright, some of the stuff I do you may think's rubbish. Let me know what you think so that we can share and help each other out, really is. And it's all a bit of fun, to be honest. I'm not doing this to try and become some sort of YouTube millionaire. By no means. I doubt very much I'll have enough subscribers to make anything at all off of it, but so it's just I'm doing it because I suggested it'd be a good idea too. So let me show you the car. So Mark1 Escort, as you can see, it's a little bit rough. Bear with me, I'm something of a Luddite with cameras. My nephew Adrian is going to help me with the filming when we get into it properly. I'm Dave, by the way, and called The Garage. They're called the YouTube channel Dave's Garage. Oh, why not, don't I? Right, let me see if I can flip this camera around. Right, so on to the car itself. So as you can see, Mark1 Escort. This is the second one I've had. I had one a few years ago, sold it. Like many people who have had these and sold them, I've regretted it instantly. This is an import. I think it's come from Africa, judging by some of the bush type repairs that have been done on it, and what I think was a lottery ticket I found in, which I'm pretty sure was in some sort of Afrikaans. So left-hand drive, which I'm going to convert over to right-hand drive, so hopefully we'll do all that and that'll go okay. Bit of a bash in there. It's had something of an interesting life and some pretty dodgy repair, so that's been thonked out by what looks like a spoon, and all that down there has been horribly welded. I mean horribly welded. So around the car, the front end is all absolutely Ades because it's been just bodged about with over the years. You can see the lights have been hacked about. So I've got some new panels already from up there, which should come from Rally Design. Quite happy with those so far. When it comes to fitting them up, we'll see how it goes. Bit of a disappointment there with what was supposed to be etched primer. I cleaned off, degreased the surfaces, did it all as I would normally do it. Sprayed it with this alleged etch primer, see if I can find the tin of it. Bought off eBay. I suspect it's really not what it says it is on the tin. So that's a lesson learned. So I'll have to clean all that back and get them back to bare metal. Anyway, back to the car. So it's the general state of it. As you can see, pretty ropey. Got an interesting tram power arrangement on the back. I don't know if that was, I suspect that's also a bit of bush fitting going on there. I don't think I've seen anything like that before, but that may be just the nature of the export shell. It's got this cone axle. Be interested to see what people's views are on this. Looking online, some say it's okay, it's basically an English axle on the inside. Some say it's like a chocolate teapot. Some say it's stronger because it was used for the export market for being bounced around roads like Africa. So comments on that would be useful. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use that or not. He got some panels, been collecting panels slowly over the last 12 months or so, ready for the project. Coming around this side, again you can see fairly rough. The good news is the doors, bonnet and boot lid are pretty good, apart from this horrific bodge up here, which connected to bonnet pull mechanism there, which then come out to a cable that poked out of there so you can open the boot. Horrible. This poor car needs to be shown some love. On the inside, all the floor pans have been replaced with some sort of bodge again over the years, so gonna It's going to be quite a project, there's no doubt about that. The door pillars are pretty ropey as well. So our first challenge is going to be building some sort of jig to hold it all together. The good news is, even though it's had a bit of a prang on the front, all gaps are good. Before they took the bonnet off, check all the gaps, everything was good. So that's good news. I'm hoping the shell will be straight. From measurements so far so good. Once we get some sort of jig underneath it, we can measure up properly. Front struts, good old drums on the front, brilliant idea. We'll be getting rid of those and putting some decent brakes on it. Underneath the car, let's have another trolley underneath. Again, it's all pretty bad. The chassis legs, some will be salvageable, some will have to be replaced. This monstrosity was holding some sort of LPG arrangement, so that needs to come out and a proper boot floor put in. But it is what it is. It's hard to get a decent shell these days with old Fords, and decent shells are fetching decent money, and I don't have that sort of money to spend on an Escort, so this is the only way forward. Just a quick introduction. I hope you enjoy what we put on. Please leave comments, please share the channel if you think it's interesting. We're going to try and include as much as possible any tools that we make along the way to do stuff with. Like, I'm going to make a metal bending tool. I had one before that was that worn out, so I'm going to make a new one of those. I do tend to make quite a few bits and bobs. I'm in the process of building, as you can see there, some sort of CNC plasma arrangement, but hit a bit of a brick wall with that with noise, so that's an ongoing project. But I hope you enjoy it, and like I said, leave comments, see what you think. If we're waffling too much, say so. If we're not waffling enough, say so. We're going to try to avoid putting hideous music on the channel when we're doing jobs. Maybe we'll have something quiet in the background, but no blaring house music on this. There we are. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy.